Hey there lovelies, how are you? So I recently recorded not one but 2 videos focused on my top 10 personal pet peeves at prep class. I created a checklist for you because I want to make sure that you avoid these pet peeves, but I actually attended a prep class tonight and I have something that I want to add to my top 10 list, and it actually has to do with number 6, which is all about not researching your look. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about not researching your look. So I mentioned this in a video before, and I'll be sure to include the link to both videos as well as the checklist if you want to put your hands on that. All of that information will be below. But number 6 was around not researching your look and the importance of making sure that you go to prep class looking your absolute best. Now keep this in mind. When you are going to prep classes, most of the time the coaches and the directors know that you're not going to necessarily be at 100% at that moment because you might have a month or 2 before auditions even start. But they do expect you to come looking your best. So do your hair, do your makeup, make sure that you're working on your fitness, and just making sure that you're trying to achieve the optimal look. So even if you're not at 110% at the beginning of prep classes, they want to see progression, and you eventually want to get there, obviously, by the time auditions come. But here's something that came up at the prep class tonight, and I can't believe that I did not think to mention this during the video that I recorded before. So someone came up to me and asked me about their tattoos. So, what do you do about tattoos? When should you cover them up? Do you have to cover them up for prep classes? Do you have to cover them up for auditions? Now, of course, I'm going to give you the general rule of thumb, and it could likely be different for different teams, so that's all a part of researching the look, right? So, the way that I look at this is better be safe than sorry, right? It's always better to be safe than sorry. So cover up your tattoos. And what was crazy was tonight, before she even came over to me and asked me this question, I noticed that it seemed like a lot of ladies were not covering up their tattoos. Like, I could visibly see tattoos tonight, and I don't really ever remember seeing them before. Or maybe I just noticed them tonight at prep class. I don't really know. But here's what I would recommend to you. Even if it is prep class, because it is normally a little more of a relaxed environment, keep in mind that you are always on. It's still part of the audition process. So I would recommend covering up all of your tattoos and, of course, taking out all of your piercings. Now, for actual audition day, you obviously have to cover up your tattoos, and normally they will even tell you that you have to do that. But the reason that I recommend covering them up at prep classes and obviously auditions is because you really don't want the team to know that you have tattoos. And you're probably like, well, Janine, why not? Why does it matter if I have a tattoo? Well, it really doesn't. So it's not like you're not going to make the team because you might have a tattoo. But what it does let the coaches know is that on game day or for appearances, or if you all are pressed for time, that you're going to have to take the time to cover up the tattoo, which means you're going to have to go through all the many steps of, setting it and spraying it and making sure that it's dry and all of that before you can actually hit the court, hit the field, or go to a promotion. It also means that it could potentially dirty up the uniforms, right? So a lot of times these teams don't just give you the uniform and it's yours for the rest of your life. Most of the time you do have to turn that uniform back in. So it's just an indication of, oh, that could be an issue because now she's gonna dirty up my uniform with all of her tattoo makeup. So this isn't necessarily a deal breaker, but it's also not something that you want to put in neon lights. I have a tattoo. Right, so just go ahead and cover it up for prep classes and obviously auditions. Because let's say if all things were equal and it was between you and someone else and literally the score sheet is equal, you never know. They might remember that you have this huge tattoo on the side of your body that has to be covered up every time you hit the field. So just something to kind of keep in mind. Now, for those of you out there that are not yet old enough to audition for a pro team, and you're thinking about auditioning and you're also thinking about maybe getting a tattoo one day, either one, don't do it, or two, get it somewhere that is covered up by a bikini, because then you don't have to worry about covering it up. And I'm telling you, it is such a headache. There are so many of my teammates where that was probably the one thing that they regretted more than anything, is having a tattoo that they had to cover up for every single game, every single appearance, every single promotion. So just something to keep in mind. When in doubt, cover them up. All right, so I hope that that was helpful. I would like to ask you, if you do have a tattoo, what are your favorite products that you use? I know Dermablend is one of the top picks for covering up tattoos. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, please comment below. I'm also going to include a buyer's list of some of the products that we actually recommend, in addition to Dermablend, that you can actually try out to cover up your tattoos if you do have them. Obviously, this also works for scars or any type of blemishes that are hard to cover up with regular makeup. So just kind of keep that in mind. So you can grab that buyer's list as well. I'll be sure to include a link for that for you too. And then maybe one day, so let me know if you're interested, comment below, we can do a video on actually how to cover up tattoos. All right, well that is all for now. Really appreciate you joining us. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below, give us a like, share this video with your friends. Sharing is caring. And then connect with us obviously on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can always find us at sidelineprep.com. And if you want to connect with me personally or any of my coaches, you can email us at info@sidelineprep.com as well. All right, that's all for now. I'm Janine Samuel signing off for Sideline Prep, and all of our Sideline Prep coaches wishing you success in all that you do. Make it a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.